Yes, people, welcome back to the Magpie Channel TV. This is your instant match reaction sound from Dodgy Alleyway at the back of the Gallagher here after it's finished 1-1 at home to West Ham United. Newcastle off to an absolute flyer. One of the best starts to a football game I've ever seen. That Willock goes through on goal, scores, it's disallowed. I haven't seen it back. I don't even know why, because you know what the signal's like in the stadium. Don't know, but it got disallowed through VAR. You'll see it all on the Matchday vlog. Make sure you check out the Matchday vlog. It's a class one today. We've got some good crack throughout the day, some good bits of the ground as well, and then inside the match during the game. So check that out. That'll be out after this. Anyways, we're thinking, right, oh man, that was too good to be true. What a start that was. Willock, damn it, VAR, crap again. Rules it out. Seconds later, Newcastle score again, and this time it is allowed. This time it is Callum Wilson who finally breaks his duck. I said in the preview, fancy him to score today. Good record against the Hammers. He puts it in the back of the net. Newcastle are 1-0 up after 3 minutes. His first goal in 11 games for Newcastle United. I'm not sure if he did end up celebrating in front of Mikel Antonio. Now that's the bet that they had on the Footballers podcast on BBC. I have to see him back if he did celebrate in front of it. If you've seen it, let us know. Good bit of banter that. But 1-0 up after 3 minutes, followed by one of the worst halves of football I've seen from Newcastle this season. Honestly, like I say, brilliant start. One of the best 5 minutes of an opening half I've seen. Any half I've seen. 5 minutes of football, fantastic. After that, terrible. For the rest of that half, it was crap. Really, really bad for Newcastle. Sluggish, lazy, unforced errors. You know, stray passes. It just wasn't good enough. There was no fluidity. There was no agency. I was waiting for Alan St. Maximin to do something. You think, right, Maxie, you've been whinging that you're kind of getting a game. You've been whinging you're not in the team. You're starting. You're going to maybe start the next 3 games if you do well in this one. We've seen nothing from him in that first half. He didn't show enough, but not singling out St. Maximin. Nobody did. There wasn't enough from anyone there in that first half. I think we lacked a bit of impetus. I think, again, I said this in the preview, you know, the worry was the hangover from Tuesday night, and I think that was evident today. And at full time as well, I think you could see that the players were kind of just happy with the point, happy to get today over and done with, because they were still, you know, lingering from that Tuesday night win. That yes, we're in the final, and everyone was singing "Tell Me Mammy Man." It just felt like we were still in that cup mode. We need to get out the cup mode and back in league mode if we want to finish top 4, top 6, because I don't think we will on that basis, because I think, you know, we should be beating teams like West Ham at home. That's a relegation battle for them today. They're down in the dumps. They did nothing. They had one shot I remember them having, and they scored from it from the corner, and it obviously had to be Lucas Paqueta. Obviously. I don't know why I didn't have £1 million on that, not because I haven't got £1 million, but I didn't have my mortgage on that as much as I got the bank on that, because that should have been the case. You know, Paqueta was always going to score. He did score from a corner, which was poor defending from Newcastle. We didn't do enough there. They get the equaliser. That's before half time. I've got to say, second half was better. I think second half Newcastle were a lot better. They came out the blocks more. They were doing more. They were going forward with a bit more intention. They were managing to string a few passes together. People were making runs. But we still just didn't have that cutting edge. And second half, we've seen the introduction of Anthony Gordon. It was his debut. Make sure you check out the vlog from that. Some great scenes from that, some great atmosphere. And he looked really lively at the start. He kind of fizzled out towards the end, but the first 5-10 minutes he came on, he looked brilliant. He was causing problems, some great zipping passes, some great runs, very quick, direct. And he thread through a delicious ball on a play for Callum Wilson, one-on-one, and he takes too long. And the defender just gets a touch and it goes out for a corner, and Wilson should score that, and that's where Newcastle should win. That's the best chance, because Newcastle's second half dominated possession. West Ham barely touched the ball. They came here for the point. Fair play to them. They're coming to a top 4 side. They're in a relegation scrap. They're coming for a point. Understandable. So we can't blame them for that. But, you know, Newcastle just didn't create enough chances, but that was one of them. That was the main one. That was it. That was Callum Wilson, one-on-one. He's got to bury it. He's got to score a brace there for me. And that should be 2-1 Newcastle. That should be 3 points. But Gordon did look lively on his debut. I'd start him next week against Bournemouth. I mean, to be honest, St. Maximin did come into the game more as well. He was better second half. He started tracking back a bit more, getting stuck in a bit more, wanting the ball a bit more. But again, like I say, for someone who's, you know, wanting to start games and who thinks he's world class and he's going to win a Ballon d'Or one day, for his chance to be in the team and not really take it too well, I don't know. I think I expected a bit more from him. But to be honest, a lot of players were quiet today. I thought Almiron was quiet. You know, Sean Longstaff, after a great performance the night, 2 goals, quiet. Shaw was a bit sloppy at the back. Shaw was a bit poor. And it just showed how much we miss Bruno Guimaraes. It's really, really evident how influential and important Bruno Guimaraes is to this side. Thank goodness he's back for the final. Hopefully he doesn't get knocked in train or anything, because we're going to need him if we're going to win that silverware, because he's massive for us. Everything goes through him. His little touches, his little passes, his vision. Because without him, it's something that can get a bit stagnant, and something's get a bit backwards, and something's going to get a bit not enough. Nobody's really doing enough. But honestly, I think it's just lingering from Tuesday night a bit. And Newcastle just didn't create that much, didn't do enough really. Didn't test the keeper enough at all. But hey, look at it, it's a draw. We're still unbeaten at home. We're still in the top 4. So let's be positive. Let's think good. I'll take that. They can have a good week now to prepare for Bournemouth away next Saturday, which I think they need, because to be fair to them, it's been a hectic week, a mental week. And obviously respect them all. Thank them very much for getting to the final. But if we're going to be serious in this top 4, top 6 push, I think it's important we start turning them draws into 3 points, because we've seen it. Took a late winner against Fulham earlier on in the season, too many draws. So yeah, not a bad point. West Ham's still a good side. They dug deep, did what they had to do. We just lacked that little bit of cutting edge, but no Bruno, Gordon just making his debut. Hopefully it comes together. Let me know what you thought of the game today. Newcastle 1, West Ham 1. Subscribe to my channel TV and enjoy yourself.